Good day to everyone. How are you? Let's begin our English lesson. The theme of the lesson: the road to success. The aim of the lesson: to learn the meanings of any unknown words, to know about Thomas Edison, to revise quantifiers and countable and uncountable nouns. Task 1. Listen the words carefully and repeat.
Persistent, determined, creative, courageous, focused, hardworking, relaxed, risk-taker, organized, clever, optimistic, open-minded, ambitious.
Which word from task 1 means single-minded, doesn't give up, brave, willing to accept ideas, suggestions, looks at the positive, really wants to be successful, and let anything stop him, her doing something? Find the meanings. Check your answers. Single-minded means focused. Doesn't give up means persistent. Brave means courageous. Willing to accept ideas, suggestions means open-minded. Looks at the positive means optimistic. Really wants to be successful means ambitious. Won't let anything stop him, her doing something means determined. Next, how important is each characteristic to help you succeed in life and reach your goals? Please give your ideas. How do you think? For example, I believe that's really important to be determined and persistent if you want to achieve something, because if you don't give up, you will succeed in the end. I think it's important to be courageous because there are many risks involved when you are trying hard to achieve something. If you want to start a business, for instance. Next task. Watch the video.
On the Path to True Genius. Thomas Alva Edison was a celebrated American inventor who literally brought light to the world. He was born on February the 11th, 1847, in Milan, Ohio, and was the youngest of 7 children. From a young age, he demonstrated a strong sense of curiosity. It is said that he was found sitting on duck eggs at the age of 5 in an effort to make them hatch. His neighbors referred to him as the curious boy. He was so curious that he would exhaust his primary school teacher by asking so many questions in class. Eventually, Edison was educated at home by his mother, where he developed a strong appetite for reading. When he was just 12 years old, he began working as a candy and newspaper seller on a train. It was during this period that he bought a small printing press and began to publish his own newspaper, the Weekly Herald. At this time, Edison was also taught how to use Morse code by the train conductor. He soon became a wandering telegraph operator and traveled around the country for his work. While living in New York City, Edison produced his first successful invention, the universal stock printer, which was an improved version of the stock ticker. For this, he was paid $40,000, which is about $500,000 in today's money. Edison used his earnings to build his own laboratory in Menlo Park, New Jersey, allowing him the chance to focus more on his inventions. Edison would often work on improving the inventions of others. For example, he developed the carbon transmitter, a component that drastically improved the sound quality of the telephone. In 1878, Edison patented one of his most famous and important inventions, the phonograph. This apparatus was able to record and play back sound. This technology would be responsible for the birth of the recording industry, allowing music to be widely distributed. Edison is perhaps most famous for his work on making electric power a viable energy source. His efforts were responsible for the first electric light bulb that was reliable and affordable enough to be commercially produced. He also built an electricity generator that would make possible the distribution of electric light, power, and heat. This led to the gradual abandonment of gas lighting in favor of electric lighting, which was a cheaper and safer solution. Thomas Edison famously said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, and he truly embodied this motto. In his 84 years of life, he held over 1,000 patents, and his great contributions have had a lasting impact on the modern world.
Now, tell me please, what do you know about the inventor Thomas Edison? Thomas Edison was an American inventor who was born in the 19th century. He is best known for inventing a long-lasting light bulb.
2. Page 89. On the path to true genius. Most people immediately think of the light bulb when they think of Thomas Edison. But although this genius did in fact invent the first practical, long-lasting light bulb, he had a hand in creating many more things we can still see around us today. He invented or contributed to recorded music, electrical systems, the telephone, the alkaline battery, X-rays, and an early cinema projector. Incredibly, by the end of his life, he held 1,093 patents, and he is responsible for more inventions than any other inventor in history. Edison was undoubtedly a very clever person. Would you believe, though, that as a child his teacher told his mother that he was too slow to learn? Later on, as an inventor, many of his inventions failed. So, what were the secrets of Edison's success? We all have dreams and ambitions, and who better than Mr. Edison to provide us with a few tips for achieving them? Perhaps Edison's greatest strength was that he absolutely refused to give up. He said,
"Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up."
Unbelievably, it took Edison thousands of tries before he found the right filament to use for his light bulb. He wasn't afraid of failure. He simply saw his bad ideas as stepping stones to better ones. Even after his factory was almost totally destroyed by fire, he said,
"There is great value in disaster. All our mistakes are burned up, and we can start anew."
3 weeks later, Edison delivered the first phonograph. Edison was also very intolerant of laziness and believed in pushing himself to reach his goals. He set himself a target, for instance, to come up with a small invention every 10 days and a major one every 6 months. So try taking a leaf out of Edison's book. If you want to write a book, aim to write a chapter every day. If you want to become a photographer, teach yourself one new skill or trick every day or week. When you put your brain under a little pressure, you'll be amazed by how much your power of thought improves. Another effective little rule Edison had was to take time out to relax while he was working at his invention factory in Menlo Park, New Jersey. He would drift off to sleep with several small metal balls in his hand. If he fell into a deep sleep, the balls would fall noisily onto the floor and wake him up, and he'd scribble down whatever was in his mind. So, next time you are stuck on a problem, why not sleep on it? Scientists now agree that relaxation and short naps can improve our concentration and creativity. Also, amazingly, historians have so far discovered around 4 million pages of Edison's notes, including sketches, cartoons, and even poems. It seems he had many new ideas simply by relaxing, letting his mind wander, and allowing one idea to flow on to another. So maybe you too should keep a journal where you write down your ideas and thoughts. Who knows what it could lead to? All in all, Thomas Edison succeeded because he was determined, persistent, and knew how to use his mistakes to his advantage. So, what are you waiting for? Tap into your inner genius and get busy achieving your dreams. You might not create anything as important as the light bulb in your lifetime, but we can all light up the world in our own way.
Exercise 3. Read the text again and match the headings A to H to the paragraphs 1 to 7. Use each heading once. There is one extra heading. Give reasons for your answers. Check your answers. Paragraph 1. Inventor of more than you might think. Paragraph 2. Success against the odds. Paragraph 3. Strong belief in persistence. Paragraph 4. Set goals to achieve your dreams. Paragraph 5. Take it easy for good ideas. Paragraph 6. The value of keeping records. Paragraph 7. Start now to reach your potential. Underline the correct words. Now, check your answers. Almost none of Da Vinci's inventions were built during his lifetime. Gulnar only has a little time left to finish your science project. The scientists don't have much money for the project. There are hardly any light bulbs in this shop. Thomas Edison invented a lot of useful things. All of these inventions are amazing. Both Birik and Sultan want to be inventors. Few people realize how many inventions Edison was responsible for. Damir has been working on his invention for several years. Edison experienced many failures in his life. Miras spends a great deal of time working in his lab. That scientist's name is either Sanjar or Russell. I can't remember. Are there any light bulbs in the cupboard? Homework. Exercise 6. Match the words in bold in the text with their meanings. Slowly fall asleep. A way to make progress. Stop trying. Unable to do. Not willing to accept. Put up with. Participated in. Make use of. Behave the same way as Edison. Move from topic to topic. Write down quickly. Successful. The lesson is over. Goodbye.